Chosen ones are always lucky, for I believe you have not clicked on this video by accident. The universe does not work that way. I don't believe in coincidence, not even for a second. Not in this life. Not in the spiritual realm. Not in the sacred alignment of divine timing. God has led you here, right now, because something is moving in the unseen. And what I'm about to share with you, if you can feel it in your spirit, if you can sit with it long enough, it will not only awaken a deeper truth inside you, it will shift your atmosphere. Chosen ones will always find their path. The path to favor. The path to revelation. The path to divine compensation. And this path, your path, is leading you exactly there. Before we go deeper, make sure you're connected. Subscribe if you haven't already, and gently tap that like button so this sacred message reaches other chosen ones like you. Someone you've never met might find healing because of your obedience to engage. And if you feel led, share this message. It's not just content, it's confirmation. It's prophecy. Now lean in, because what I'm about to say will stay with you long after this video ends. Chosen one, your name is being whispered in rooms you've never entered. Meetings are being held in the spirit. Conversations are unfolding behind closed doors. Doors you didn't even knock on, but your spirit walked in first. You may not see it yet, but your influence has already arrived before you. There are people, powerful people, divine helpers, even hidden gatekeepers, who are being divinely instructed to mention you, to recommend you, to remember you, and they don't even know why yet. That's because you're marked. Marked for favor. Marked for elevation. Marked by the hand of God himself. You see, in the physical, it might look quiet. You might be wondering why things feel stuck, why you've been overlooked, why doors seem to close just before breakthrough comes. But let me tell you a deep truth. It's not because God is ignoring you, it's because he is positioning you. There's a stillness that always comes right before the shift. The eye of the storm. The calm before divine rearrangement. And while you've been battling in silence, praying in secret, and crying in spaces nobody knows about, heaven has been watching. God has been recording every tear. And angels have been moving on your behalf. Comment, I receive divine remembrance right now, to activate this word in your life. Because what's coming next? You're not even ready for the level of favor that's about to hit your life. You see, most people believe in change. They believe in favor. They believe in miracles. But very few ever live them. Why? Because they don't understand the spiritual mechanics behind divine remembrance. They don't realize that being mentioned in high places isn't about clout, it's about calling. And you, chosen one, have been called. The Bible speaks in Esther 6 verse 1. That night, the king could not sleep. Now pay attention to this. The king wasn't restless because of anxiety. He wasn't up because of stress. God disturbed his sleep to remember someone. Someone who had been forgotten. Someone who had sowed in silence. Someone who had done right and received nothing for it. Yet, that man was Mordecai. A man who had once saved the king's life but was never honored. Until the right moment. And just like that, God woke up royalty to honor his servant. Chosen one, someone important can't sleep because your name is ringing in their spirit. Someone in a position of authority is about to release what's been held up. They don't know why they can't stop thinking about you. They don't know why they are suddenly drawn to your work, your voice, your light. But you and I know why. Because God is behind it. And what I'm about to share with you next will ignite something in your spirit that no man, no lie, no attack can ever extinguish. You see, when God starts mentioning your name in rooms you've never entered, you're not just being remembered, you're being announced. Heaven is announcing you, and the earth must respond. There's a holy order to these things. Spiritual protocol. First comes the whisper, then the stirring, then the release. And right now, beloved, you're somewhere between the stirring and the release. That's why your soul has been restless. That's why you've been feeling a sense of urgency, but you couldn't quite explain it. That's why your spirit has been waking up in the middle of the night, feeling like something is about to break. Because it is. I want you to comment, my name is being announced, if this is already hitting your spirit. Because this isn't hype, this is alignment. This is spiritual intelligence. You see, most people think success comes from connections, status, being at the right place, at the right time, with the right people. That's the lie. That's the myth. The truth. Favor is not found, it is released. It's not about networking, it's about being called. It's about being chosen. And the moment you realize this, you'll stop chasing people and start chasing presence. The presence of God. Because only He can mention your name in the ears of kings. Only He can disturb the sleep of millionaires to remember you. Only He can rewrite your story without consulting your past. And yet, we've been taught that favor is earned. We've been trained to grind, to hustle, to exhaust our spirit for the approval of man. But let me shake your soul a little. Favor is not a reward, it's a recognition. Recognition of who you already are in the spirit. Let's go back to the book of Samuel. Do you remember when God instructed Samuel to anoint a new king? David wasn't even invited to the lineup. His own father didn't think he qualified. But guess what? His name was already being whispered in heaven. And when the oil came, it didn't fall on those who looked the part. It didn't fall on the strong, the tall, the obvious. It fell on the one who was forgotten in the field. Chosen one, hear me. You might feel like you've been left out, but the oil still recognizes you. Because man can reject you, but heaven cannot ignore you. And just like David, your name is about to be called in places you were never invited into. People are going to start saying your name with reverence, with curiosity, with questions. Who is this? Where did they come from? How did they do it? But they won't know the nights you prayed with nothing in your hands but a mustard seed of faith. They won't see the tears you cried behind closed doors. They won't hear the conversations you had with God when you almost gave up. But God did. And because of that, the tables are turning. Now listen carefully. The reason your life has felt like it's under attack is because you're on heaven's agenda. When a chosen one is about to be mentioned, demons panic. Warfare increases. Distractions rise. People start falling away. Doors start closing. But that's not punishment. That's protection. God is clearing the stage so your name can be spoken in the right rooms, by the right voices, at the right time. And here's the deeper truth. God is not just preparing a place for you. He's preparing you for the place. Because it's not enough for your name to be mentioned. You have to be ready to walk through the door when it opens. He's building your discernment. He's strengthening your spirit. He's sharpening your voice. So when your name echoes in that room you've never entered, you'll walk in not as a stranger, but as the solution. You've been fighting battles lately that don't make sense. People turning cold on you for no reason. Opportunities drying up. Delays. Confusion. But it's all part of the shift. Because when God gets ready to elevate you, He allows you to be hidden for a season. Hidden, not forgotten. You're not being punished, you're being preserved. Preserved until the very room you're meant to stand in has been sanctified for your arrival. And when you arrive, the atmosphere will shift. The energy will recognize you. The blessings will flow effortlessly. And the very people who ignored you will ask how you got there. But all you'll be able to say is this: God mentioned my name. Chosen one, thank you for staying with me. Because now, we enter the final part. And this is where the Spirit reveals the why behind your wilderness, the purpose behind your pain, and the proof that your name, yes, your name, has already been spoken in divine places. Listen closely, because this is the moment everything shifts. You see, when God mentions your name in rooms you've never entered, He's not just opening doors. He's changing dimensions. This is not just about walking into new opportunities. This is about walking into divine appointment, where timing meets territory, where calling meets confirmation. This is about being summoned. Have you ever wondered why lately you feel something calling you higher, deeper, further? Why you no longer fit where you used to? Why people who once celebrated you now act like they don't know you? Why the noise around you feels louder, but your soul feels quieter? That's what happens when your name is being whispered in heavenly places. You see, when heaven speaks your name, hell loses its grip. The enemy starts scrambling. Old friends start fading. Temporary blessings start drying up. Because what's coming for you can't share space with what was meant for your last season. You're not being left behind, you're being lifted. Now let me show you something deeper. In Luke 1 verse 13, the angel appeared to Zechariah and said, "Do not be afraid, your prayer has been heard. Your wife Elizabeth will bear you a son, and you are to call him John." That wasn't just a birth announcement, it was a divine identity decree. God didn't just bless the womb, He named the destiny. Chosen one, what you carry isn't random. Your purpose has a name, and heaven has already written it. And right now, that purpose is making waves in rooms you've never seen. Conversations are being had behind the scenes. Decisions are being made. People are waking up with you on their mind, and they don't even know why. It's spiritual, and when it manifests in the natural, it's going to feel sudden, but it was never sudden to God. It was spoken, declared, sent out like a seed. And now the harvest is here. That job you didn't apply for. Your name's already on the short list. That opportunity you never saw coming. Your name came up in the meeting. That blessing you didn't even know how to pray for. It's already on its way. Comment, "My name is already written," if you feel this in your bones right now. Because here's the revelation. It's not about who knows you. It's about who knows your name. And when God knows your name, every door becomes a divine possibility. The Bible says in Revelation 3 verse 8, "I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut." Not your enemies. Not your fears. Not your failures. Nobody. Because chosen ones walk with keys in their spirit. We don't beg for access, we carry authority. We don't knock on doors, we become the doors others walk through. But here's something most people won't tell you. Being chosen means being crushed. Before David wore the crown, he was crushed by betrayal. Before Joseph sat on the throne, he was crushed by rejection. Before Jesus rose in glory, he was crushed on the cross. So if you've been feeling pressed, overwhelmed, attacked on every side, that's not because God forgot about you. It's because heaven's spotlight is about to hit your life, and your character must be ready for the weight of glory. Your name is being mentioned because your name is being assigned. Assigned to freedom, assigned to healing, assigned to breakthrough, assigned to nations. Don't miss this. The same way your pain was specific, your purpose is precise. God wastes nothing. Not the sleepless nights, not the broken relationships, not the silent seasons, not even the unanswered prayers. All of it is being folded into your arrival. Chosen one, the reason you've been isolated is because the next room you enter requires a version of you that's not attached to approval. Because once your name is spoken in divine realms, you will have to walk differently, talk differently, think differently. You'll no longer need validation. You'll walk in revelation. That's why God took his time with you. That's why he hid you. That's why nothing made sense, until now. Because you are the revelation someone has been praying for. Yes, you. The person watching this who thought they were forgotten. The soul who thought the delay meant denial. The heart that almost gave up. God said to tell you, they've already spoken your name. Now walk like it. Let your spirit hear that. Walk like it. Walk like the room has already been prepared. Walk like the miracle has already been signed. Walk like the light is already on you. Walk like the enemy has already lost. Because he has. And before this week is over, somebody, somewhere, will mention your name for favor. It might be a mentor, a connection, a divine helper, an opportunity you didn't seek. But it will come. Because you didn't click this video by accident. You were summoned here, by spirit, to be reminded of who you really are. To be reminded that you are chosen. Now I want you to take a deep breath. Hold it for a second. Release it. And now say it aloud with boldness and faith. My name is being mentioned in rooms I've never entered, because I am chosen by God. And it is so. Now share this message with someone you know is chosen too, because they need to hear what you just heard. God bless you more.